So, you crushed the amount of likes I was expecting to make this video, and let's go. So, here is how I learned about the sexual stuff. Went into the deep world of haram. So, I live in Turkey, and this kind of stuff is actually hidden from kids quite well. We block porn, and unless if you have a VPN or fast enough before the government blocks your favorite site, you can still yeah, I mean, you can't watch any porn. So yeah, it's hard, man. But so that's not how I learned, and I reckon that's how a lot of you would learn. But no, mine was a different way. So I this goes back to Call of Duty, by the way. So it's fifth grade, and I have a Wii. All of my friends have a PlayStation 3. I was the new kid in school. I had switched schools, and yeah, I was pretty much lonely. But I got in a small friend group of course, gamers, and all they were talking about was Black Ops. And Black Ops is a good game. I mean, I'll still boot up and play it if I could, but my Wii is kind of dead because I have no SD TVs in the house. But yeah, so I eventually bought Black Ops. And you may be wondering at this point how I got the sexual stuff out of Black Ops, especially when we had no such thing as headset functionality as far as I know. So there was little to no mic communication. But yeah, so yeah, I played Black Ops. I played religiously. It was my favorite game at that point, and no matter what came along, Black Ops stayed. I played it for 2 to 3 years straight, and I never got bored of it. So yeah, but I went into tutorials of the game. I went into YouTube. I typed in COD Black Ops this weapon, and stuff, and it eventually boiled down to gameplay commentary channels after I had figured out everything there was to figure out about stats in the game. And these gameplay commentary channels were things such as Woody's Gamertag. And Woody was giving advice, which is inspiration for a part of his channel that didn't really launch yet because nobody is asking me for advice, obviously. But yeah, so yeah, Woody kind of started that stuff on YouTube, I guess, and he was fun, he was enjoyable to watch, and someday I come across this video in the recommended videos. It's called Does This Make Me Gay? And the thumbnail is obvious clickbait, but I was 12 and I had no idea it was. So it's two lesbians kissing, and I click it. Only to be redirected to some 12 to 14-year-old kid, pretty much 1 to 2 years older than me, just talking about masturbating to lesbian porn and asking if it makes him gay. And everyone in the comments is laughing their asses off. But I check out this kid's channel, and he's constantly talking about masturbating. And I was like barely 12 at that point. I had no idea what masturbating was. So yeah, I go to Wikipedia, and that voice changed, by the way. I go to Wikipedia, and I just search every last thing I can. I mean, I take page redirections. I pretty much spent 3 hours in a single night, learning about this stuff, but I still hadn't really grasped it. But yeah, and I went to sleep. Yeah, as said, Turkey has nothing in the name of porn, so I could visualize any of this. And I pretty much didn't know what a vagina looked like until I got some VPN or whatever. So yeah, and then basically I went on a few more gameplay commentary channels. I discovered that porn was blocked in Turkey by, tryingsex.com, and it didn't work, and all that fun stuff. And I just kept looking at these Wikipedia pages and being kind of amazed at what the human bodies could do. And someday came, and the Wikipedia page on masturbation apparently had this GIF. I mean, not a GIF, but this picture of basically a guy grabbing his shaft. And under it was written male masturbation using the foreskin on a circumcised penis. And I see that image, right? I roughly figured out what I had to do with that like two finger grip on my foreskin. And God, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing as fuck. But yeah, I'd like a few likes on this if you wanted to. But yeah, I just I have it in my hand and I'm trying to figure out what to do. And I mean, I realized after some point from the movie stuff I saw that basically the girl had to be jumping up and down. That means my hand should be jumping up and down, and I try, and I fail miserably. And keep in mind, I'm barely 12 at that point again. So yeah, it's pretty natural for me to fail, but I didn't know that either. So I tried that for like two times, and then I was like scared. No, dude, I'm just not capable of this, or let me wait it out, or I'm asexual or something, because I was really kind of hit by puberty hard, and I am a year or half older than my classmates, so I was the person hardest hit by puberty's ugly phase. And nobody would look at me, and I would look at nobody because of shyness, and I thought I was asexual from that too, and was in general such a weird fucking year. Then seventh grade came, then eighth, and I mean, God,